Forest friends, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda, digital illustrator by day and intuitive reader by night. In today's pick a card reading, we're going to take a look at something you need to know right now. I hope this reading offers you some insight that will give you clarity or guidance along your journey. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel and click that bell for future notifications on videos I upload here. Keep in mind, this reading is general, so naturally it will not resonate with everyone. Take what resonates and leave the rest. This reading is also for entertainment purposes only. So we're going to be picking 3 cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. And the first one flew out. And let's see if the second one and third one reveals itself. Okay, so these two. So for pile number 1, we have Clean It Up. For pile number 2, we have Milk and Honey. And for pile number 3, we have Peace. Such lovely energy in all of these cards. So if you'd like to pause the video to pick your pile, please do so now, and we will see you in your reading. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Clean It Up card with the number 21. That might be a special number for you. Maybe it's your birthday or just a lucky number. Today we're going to be pulling from the Steampunk Tarot and pulling clarifiers from some other Oracle and Tarot decks in a bit. So let's see what you need to know right now. So for your first card, we have the Knight of Swords. Your second card is the 8 of Swords. Third card is the Strength card. Fourth card is the World. Card number 5, we have the 7 of Wands. Sixth card, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Seventh card is Temperance. And your last card is the 8 of Pentacles. So pile 1. The first thing that came to mind when given your oracle card and given some of the cards that came out, I'm getting the sense that you might be taking care of, tackling, taking on, caring for other people. And it doesn't have to be in a, I wanted to say it doesn't have to be in a burdensome way, but it could start to become a burden if it's not tackled appropriately, if there's not a balance. There may be somebody around you, or you may be a person who is very blunt and to the point and will almost win an argument at any cost, regardless, and not seeing another person's side of the argument. I don't know if that's you. I don't know if that expression is a result of some kind of resentment happening, or if it's a person in your field, in your space, in your circle. And I get the sense that there is a lot of burdensome thoughts, and that you have been required to stand up for yourself or defend yourself in some way. There's a bit of a possible boredom with this cycle that you're currently in, maybe a repetition of some kind. You could be a very independent person, or pride yourself on being independent and pride yourself on caring for the people around you. But I almost feel like you're not caring for yourself, and that you are taking on other people's burdens. And just like the Eight of Pentacles, it's this repetitive, you're mastering. I mean, you could be very good at what you're doing right now, where you're mastering, you're balancing everything around you without a misstep. And there's a bit of a repetitive motion happening, and there's also the infinity symbol, which means that it kind of feels like it's going to go forever. Like you'll never release yourself from these burdens or release yourself from caring for people around you. Now, if that is your nature, and if that is something that you truly enjoy doing, by all means, absolutely, lean into that passion, lean into the things you love, care for the people around you. But I would also recommend to show a little care to yourself as well. The same kind of compassion and care and love that you're giving to people around you, do that same thing for yourself. And in the Strength card, while she's taming the beast in a way, she's caring for a cut wound on the lion's paw. This is almost you caring for yourself in a way, caring for the strong side of you that doesn't give up, that has a lot of pride in caring for the people around you. And this is about a little bit about self-compassion, kindness, caring. Because there needs to be balance. You need to find that beautiful balance of caring for others and also caring for yourself. And this is what that Oracle card means, clean it up, is that you have to kind of clear out some space for yourself. Clear out some space to embrace what the world has to offer. Clear out some space to find balance again. Now, that may not be possible because of your own specific circumstances. I don't really know what might be going on here. If you can find that balance, maybe you're in a spot right now where you have to care for somebody and there's no other option. But I would say that there are opportunities in a day, in a week, in a month to have those moments to yourself, to offer that care for yourself, even when you're caring for others. Anything that you feel nourished is how you care for yourself. It doesn't have to be a big expensive spa day. It doesn't have to be a spending spree. It can really be those simple moments. Because I feel you've been a little on edge. You have been taking care of people around you, which has become a little bit of a burden and has made you feel a little bit trapped. And maybe you're up against some challenging personalities that aren't hearing your side of things. But the Strength card is coming in to share that out of need, you might have to stand up for yourself and carve out that space for yourself to take care of yourself, your well-being, your physical health, your mental health. What are your joys? What are your simple moments in life? The world is your oyster, right? And I feel like if you could find this balance and find this beautiful way of caring for yourself just as much as you care for others, that you will end this repetitive cycle of giving all of your energy outwardly to other people and not having anything left for yourself. Maybe this is a physical environment as well. It doesn't have to be mental, it doesn't have to be emotional or caring for others. This could be self-care in the sense that you're caring for yourself and the environment around you. So is something as simple as organizing something that you've wanted to organize in your home, or clean something up, or adding some plants to your home to make it a space that you love to be in, that you can relax in. That could really boost your mental well-being. And once you clean it up, whatever cleaning that up is, and finding that balance and lifting the burdens of caring for others, of not having that balance, of finding that self-compassion, you know, things will line up for you, I feel. Some new things will come into the mix that will be surprising and joyful. Let go what is no longer needed. And with this Eight of Swords, she's got her hands bound behind her back and she's blindfolded, but her legs are completely free. So even though you may feel trapped right now, you can get up and walk away from this burden, in a sense, right? You may not physically be able to walk away from it. You may not be able to unchain yourself completely from this, whatever the situation might be. But even within those situations, we have wiggle room to give ourselves little moments of joy, little moments of simplicity, little moments of rest and relaxation. So find those moments. I'm going to pull 3 clarifiers from this Everyday Witch Tarot just to see if we could get any more foundational messages for you and clarification on your cards. So I'm going to pull this one. The Hermit. Isn't that lovely? 6 of Swords. And 10 of Swords. So I almost read this backwards because the 10 of Swords is about burnout. It's about mental exhaustion. It's about getting to the end of something. And sometimes it could mean a job well done and that effort is worth it. And that could be the case here, is that you have been working away on something or with someone to unburden yourself, and you're at the end of this cycle where you will be relieved from it. There will be some kind of resurrection or new beginning, but you're tired, you're burned out, and you're exhausted. And other people, it feels like other people can just easily move on and do their thing and live their life, but you're stuck with all of these things to deal with, all of these thoughts, these feelings, these emotional burdens possibly, or mental burdens. But I feel like you're on your way, you're taking what's yours, You're dropping what's not yours. You're cleaning it up, if you will. And you're moving on to better things. But I also almost read it in this way as well, where if maybe this is a glimpse of possibly what will happen if you don't. Here's the advice. We need to go into rest and relaxation, possible meditation, and just be with ourselves and just be still, which will help us move on and take what's ours and leave the rest. But if we don't do that, then here's kind of the outcome of not doing that, not heeding that advice, is that you will become so burnt out that you won't have any energy to do anything to help anybody around you. So yeah, I'm not really sure what the circumstances are here, what the situation you're kind of working through. And I just have to apologize. There's somebody in the background having a conference call. So if you hear a little bit of muffling, that is why. But hopefully that doesn't impede the message here, that the cards are really suggesting that you're experiencing a bit of a mental upheaval or a mental exhaustion, mental burnout, because of how you're operating and caring for the world around you and not taking care of yourself, which is maybe why you're feeling this way. The suggestion here is to find that rest, find that balance, and make room for that breathing room, that space to heal, that space to move on to new things. I'm going to pull a clarifier card from the Sacred Traveler Oracle and just see what comes out for you as some advice, some further advice maybe. Okay, all right. So, Mystic Healer. Healing energy flows through you. So, I'm gonna just go ahead and say that, are you a nurse? Are you a doctor? Are you a... Yeah, that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. Sorry, I'm just rearranging this so I can make room for your last card here. And it could be your occupation too that's getting, I mean, this, if you are a nurse, if you are a doctor, if you are in some way caring for other people around you, I mean, that would kind of fit things, fit the mold here. I mean, it's clearly a profession that you are passionate about, that you will stand up and fight for. But there needs to be a bit of balance. And I know that's, I'm not from the health industry, so I cannot speak to the dynamics, but it definitely feels like you're giving a lot to your community, a lot of care to the people around you. And that is so beautiful and wonderful. Thank you so much for your work. But don't forget about you. And don't forget about finding some kind of balance. Because you will end up in a place where you're burnt out and you will no longer be able to do the job that you love because you have nothing left to give. So I'm going to get one more card from my very own Oracle deck. If you want more information on where to get this, it has yet to go live. Head down into the description box and you can subscribe for updates. So let's see what final messages are in this deck for you. So I'm going to pull this one. Welcome, new opportunity. So basically, I'm going to say that welcome, new opportunity. in the context of this means to welcome the opportunity to do things a little bit differently in order to avoid future burnout, in order to avoid kind of the pitfalls of what you're doing currently. And I love the word welcome because this mystic healer, she's got open arms. She's very welcoming, and she's very open to the opportunity to heal people and I mean, she looks pretty balanced herself. And, you know, there is, for the Temperance, she has a very similar stance as well, where it's just a very welcoming stance, welcoming new opportunity to help yourself, to heal yourself, to care for yourself as much as you care for the people around you. So pile 1, this was your reading. I really hope it helped in some way. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up, a like, a subscribe, and comment in the description box to let me know if this resonated. And we'll see you in your next reading. Bye, pile 1. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Milk and Honey card with the number 51. That could be a special number for you, possibly your age, I'm not sure. Lucky number, maybe. Okay, so today we are going to pull from the Steampunk Tarot, and we will get a message you need to hear right now. Okay, we're going to stop there. The first card that jumped out is the Hanged Man. Quick note, I don't read reversals yet. Okay, your second card is the Ten of Cups. Sorry, you might hear some muffling in the background. Somebody's having a conference call. I apologize. Your third card is Four of Swords. Hopefully the call is over soon. Your fourth card is Four of Pentacles. Your fifth card is Death. Don't be scared. I'll explain. Your sixth card is the Six of Cups. Your seventh card is the Nine of Pentacles. And your last card is the Queen of Swords. So pile 2. With your Milk and Honey, this is a card of abundance, card of blessings, a card of authenticity, of getting all that through your authentic self. It is dreams, goals, aspirations. And the first thing that I noticed about your cards is we've got a young, I guess you could say, couple, two people. They look quite young, and in a mirror image, maybe later on in life, they are sitting in the sun in their beautiful garden. They're much older in the top card. I don't get the sense that this is a relationship reading specifically, but I feel you might be surrendering or giving up on something, or need to, in order to have your dreams fulfilled, in order to have that abundance. And if we're talking authenticity here, this could mean that you have to, and this is what this Death card is about. It's about letting go and starting brand new. It's about death, but also rebirth. And the Hanged Man is about transformation and seeing things from a different perspective. It's also about surrender. So I'm wondering if this is possibly a journey of working through an old self of yours. because you have dreams that you feel don't really fit in with your current or past self. So in order to obtain the things that you want, you have to let go of certain beliefs to step into that authenticity, to step into that reality. Because what you're currently doing right now possibly is suppressing that a little bit. And it's tiring. It's really tiring to do that, to show people only what they want to see. It's kind of the feeling that I get from the Nine of Pentacles, is that on the surface she has it all. And maybe she does. But then behind closed doors, there's maybe some bad investments, or maybe she's hoarding money. She's not sharing it with people. She's not sharing her resources with the people around her. That's just as an example. But what I'm kind of getting that at is that that mask can be great because you feel comfortable being out in the world, but it doesn't offer the abundance that your authentic self might. And it doesn't give you the life of your dreams, because you are building that life from an inauthentic place, if that makes sense. Maybe your beliefs and your values don't align with what you're outwardly projecting or expressing to people. There could be some self-doubt in the mix as well. You're not really sure how to go about working through certain feelings or emotions. Maybe some limiting beliefs that is preventing you from getting your milk and honey. I mean, I see that you desire a lot. You desire to be fulfilled. You desire to have your dreams come to fruition. But there needs to be a bit of dismantling happening, or there might be some dismantling happening, because you're kind of realizing that you can't get that dream unless you let go of a certain belief, a feeling, a person, a lifestyle. So some things might have to, quote, die in order for this new milk and honey to be revealed. I mean, this 10 of Cups and 9 of Pentacles energy, even the Queen of Swords, it's all about happiness and joy. Could be something from your past too. Could be a person from your past in your present maybe, that is having you feeling like you can't achieve these dreams. Maybe it's some thought processes from the past coming back, some things being triggered possibly. And this may be a difficult thing that you're facing. Maybe being authentic is unsafe. And that could be a reality for you. Being authentic is a very difficult thing, even at the best of times. But given this card, and even the Hanged Man kind of offers up a question of, are you living into realities? That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. Maybe there's a change in values here. And maybe this is a friendship reading, in the sense that there's a friendship in your life that you no longer align with. And so you're friends with them and you hang out with them, but you no longer see things the same way anymore. You no longer, the values and beliefs aren't aligned. Even your interests or your hobbies have changed. So there's this kind of duality of hanging on to the relationship because they've been in your life for so long. You guys have experienced, or gals have experienced, many, many things together in your time. But it almost feels like it's a time to let go of what was or what's not working anymore, and coming to terms with that, coming to that reality of you know, this, as much as we have experienced, we can't hang on to the friendship just because of our past. We have to actually be in the present and have fun and have similar values and beliefs. And maybe that's the authenticity part of it, both on their part and yours, is that your friendships have to be authentic and an authentic expression of each other in the relationship. And if that's not happening, and even in the relationship, a love relationship, if that's not happening, then there's going to be things that aren't going to work. So I hope that resonates in some way. You might need to gain a little perspective. And even if you don't end up cutting this person out of your life, that's not what I'm suggesting. Kind of looking at it truthfully, being honest with yourself about the relationships in your life, the friendships in your life. Are they supportive of you? Are they fulfilling for you? Do they make you feel energetic, or do they make you feel tired? There's a lot of questions coming up right now for me. I keep getting floods and floods of questions. So I'm just spitting them out because I don't know what's going to resonate here, but there's some there's some questioning going on. There's you kind of flipping things on its head to kind of see a different perspective. You're questioning the reality, or maybe you should question the reality of the relationships in your life. And to make sure that they are aligned with you, to make sure they're supportive, and they're supportive of your growth, they're supportive of you as a person. And I think, with the Queen of Swords, you know exactly who you are, you know exactly what you think and what you feel. That needs to be expressed, that needs to be communicated. If that's all that happens, that is an authentic expression. I think authenticity is kind of the big key takeaway here. And distilling the self-doubt within that expression of authenticity with the people in your life, the people that you care for, the people that you love. And don't worry about this death card. This is just about, it doesn't necessarily mean you're letting go of the friendships that don't 100% align. That I don't think that's even possible for anybody. So don't be afraid of this death card. It's simply just a letting go of what's no longer working and stepping into something new and beautiful. So let me grab a couple of tarot cards just to get some further information and clarification from a different deck and see what comes out. Okay, so I'm going to pull 3. That one wanted to come out. I'm going to pull the top one from here. So your first one that flew out is the Ace of Swords. Yes, I like that card for you. Second card is the Page of Wands. Another yes. I'll explain. And the third card, hurrah, 3 of Cups. My friends, pile 2. So this is what I see for the clarification. So I'm going to stick with my intuition on the authenticity part of it and finding abundance by expressing that authenticity. And I see with you doing so, you're going to have a eureka moment. You're going to have this new way of thinking. You're going to communicate something, you're going to do something or share something, and it's really going to be scary for you. But once you do, the light bulb is going to turn on and you're going to be off on a brand new journey. And with the Page of Wands, there's a bit of hesitation, but don't worry, because you got this little guy. You got your companion to kind of bring you through, and that companion could be, whatever you might believe in, whether it's spirit or the divine or God, or maybe it's a friend that can kind of hold your hand in a spiritual sense, and be there for you to help you along this journey of that expression. But you're on a new journey. You're on your way to this milk and honey. And hello, the 3 of Cups is all about celebration. It's all about happiness and coming together and just being the most lovely card. So I can't help but think that even though this is a really challenging, might be a challenging thing for you to do, authenticity is key to finding our abundance. And I'm even trying to find authentic expression myself in my work and in my day-to-day life. It is not easy. And so I congratulate you on this journey that you're on. I'm going to pull one final oracle card for you. And then, actually, I'm going to pull two. I'm going to pull one from the Sacred Traveler Oracle for just some last bit of advice here. And then we'll pull another card from another oracle deck, which I will introduce to you in a mere moment. This one was standing out to me. So, I mean, if this isn't advice, I don't know what is. I was a little nervous about this reading, I have to say, but Begin Now is your final card, oracle card. Actually, it's not your final one yet, but I love that. And I mean, just as I said, you're on a new journey with, look at you. You're off on a new journey. You're leaving the things that you know to head off into new lands. And who knows who or what you will find along that path. But it's telling you, it's giving you the green light to begin now and go forth. Ooh, this one came out. So, I mean, we talked about abundance, and here's your abundance card. Achieve abundance with hard work. And I'm gonna say, yeah, like I said, living an authentic life and authentically expressing yourself, whether that's through your words, whether that's through a relationship dynamic, whether that's through how you dress, how you look, it is not easy. So it's no question why you might be having a bit of a challenge. But authentic expression, it is confirmed from the start to the finish that that is what this reading is about. And it's going to take a bit of hard work, but I feel like once you've done it, you're going to get used to that authentic expression, and it's gonna be fuel for you to carry on the journey, to do it even more, and it's going to invite so many beautiful things and people and opportunities into your life. Community, celebration, love, blessings. Wow, I'm excited for you, Pile 2. This was your reading, Pile 2. If it resonated, please give this video a like, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss your next reading, and you can comment and let me know what might be going on for you. If you are interested in my oracle deck, which I designed myself, you can head down into the description box to sign up for updates for when it goes live. So that was your reading, Pile 2. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the Peace card with the number 23. Could be a lucky number, could be your birthday, could be your age, could resonate with you in some way, or maybe you just like the card. So today we're going to be pulling from the Steampunk Tarot for your main messages, and then we'll pull some clarifiers from another tarot card and 2 other oracles. So let's see what messages are in store for you today. Okay, Pile 3, we're going to stop there because things are starting to get crazy. So, first card that flew out was Page of Swords. Second card that flew out was the World. We're just going to pull from the top now. 10 of Pentacles. Your fourth card, 3 of Swords. Fifth card, 4 of Swords. Sixth card, Ace of Swords. My goodness, a lot of swords today on this one. Seventh card, 3 of Wands. And eighth card is the Knight of Wands. So Pile 3, I feel like what do I feel like? There's a lot of feelings and thoughts going on in this particular reading. A bit of action and bit of a spontaneity, but also a bit of impulsivity. And I'm not really sure. I feel like you're seeking peace right now. I don't know if there's been a heartbreak in your recent past. Possibly a third party. It might have been quite difficult for you, but also this could be about intrusive thoughts or self-limiting beliefs that are preventing you from getting the peace that you really want. There's a bit of pain and hurt with the Three of Swords. And it's maybe got you to a place of not having peace or waiting for something to happen. There's a bit of a rushed feeling of maybe wanting to move on from this moment. Bit of impulsivity to just not process the feelings, because it's not peaceful to be in this space, to be in this hurt, painful, sorrowful place. And it doesn't necessarily have to be with relationships, but because the Ten of Pentacles is here, that is kind of a happily ever after card. There could be a loss of home in some way, whether that's a physical home, whether that is a home that you've built with somebody. There is a vulnerability here. And I feel like you want to manifest something different, something better than this feeling of heartbreak. And there's 2 3s here. And I mean, this one's a 4, but there's 3 swords on the wall. So that just stood out to me. So I almost wonder if there was some kind of third person involved in this upheaval. Maybe they've intruded on your peace in some way, or you're just wanting to get out. You're wanting to get out of this dark place. And maybe you're being a little impulsive right now. You're being quite curious about things. And you are off on a new adventure. But I think the key here is to, if you want peace, we must process these emotions that are coming to the forefront right now. You must find a way to clear your head from this space, because if you act from this place of heartbreak and pain and sorrow, it won't offer the peace that you might be looking for. I'm not an expert on emotions. I'm not an expert in psychology. I'm not an expert on mental health. So this is something that you might have to work through with a professional. But because there are so many swords here, I get the feeling that this is either about communication, about your needs, about your wants, about your desires, and dealing with some hurtful emotions right now. And those need to be processed in order for you to end the cycle and to start a new one, to manifest the things that you want. And this is going to forge something brand new. There can be a lot of great things that come from the disappointing things in our lives, the less ideal things in our lives. There can be a lot of growth that happens from this place. You could forge something brand new that you weren't expecting. There is a suggestion in the card in the Four of Swords that a pause might need to happen here. in order for you to clarify your way forward, in order to shine a bit of light, in order to have that peace. It might be challenging though, because it's sitting still and resting in places of heartbreak and sorrow is can be challenging. It's not an easy thing. But that just might help you process and get all this stuff to the forefront and figure out how to move on. There's a promiscuity with the Knight of Wands that's coming through. That might have something to do with impulsivity, especially, you know, if you're dealing with a heartbreak, that might be a way that you're managing and dealing. No judgment. Because you're entering a new phase of your life right now, and it is a big shift. It is a big shift. So, of course, things are going to be a little off kilter. You're kind of feeling new to things again, not knowing how to move forward, not knowing what the future looks like. Unfortunately, I can't predict that for you, but you make it, essentially, through your actions, your choices, your beliefs, your values, your behaviors. And so it's almost a bit of a call to, instead of continuing to forge ahead, maybe so shortly after a heartbreak or a painful situation happened, to take a bit of a pause and to find a bit of peace in order for you to forge something new and to find clarity you're looking for, in order to attract the things that you want to attract. So let me grab some clarification cards from the Everyday Witch Tarot and see what other messages can be clarified, or what other further messages are here for you. There's 2. I'm going to grab... too many. I guess I'll grab 4. Okay, so you get 4. You are the only pile that gets 4 instead of 3. So your first card is Knight of Swords. Your second card is the Lovers. So I'm not sure if that's clarifying here that something went sideways in the love life. Queen of Pentacles. But that could be the result of the heartbreak. And the Page of Pentacles. So we have some pages. The Knights. Who was this one again? She's the Knight, or pardon me, the Page of Swords. Okay, so we have a couple of pages and a couple of Knights. So this is I don't know if this is you or the person you might have been dealing with, but this person had a failure to compromise. They were very determined. And maybe that's you. You're determined to get beyond this. You're assertive. There's a reactivity here. You're ready to go. And the Lovers just basically tell me that it's kind of a confirmation that it might have been some kind of love relationship that went sideways. Or failed in some way, or you were heartbroken in some way. But I have to love the last 2 cards. The Queen of Pentacles. She's got it all. She's got her health. She's very grounded and rooted in her decisions and her feelings. She cares for the people around her. She might even be well off. This could very well be you after all of this is said and done. And the Page of Pentacles, setting off on a new path. And you've got everything you need to take this new path. And it might be unknown, it might be scary, but you're gonna forge ahead, and you're gonna find this abundance, you're gonna find this peace. And I get a lot of peace from this Queen of Pentacles. She's just very all-knowing in a way. Very peaceful. She's got her cats. She's got her chair. She's got her bountiful trees around her and her garden and her, you know, bucket of money. First of all, you must kind of process this heartbreak and find that clarity again. And I feel like once you find that clarity, you're going to be so determined to have the life you want to live a peaceful life, to live a life where you have someone that values you, that respects you. You're going to manifest wonderful things, and you're going to start out on a new adventure that is going to be a beautiful one. So fear not. But unfortunately, sometimes we have to go through these hard things to see something better is on the other side of that. So I'm going to grab one oracle card from the Sacred Traveler Oracle, just for a final message. And then I'm going to grab one from another deck, which I'll share in a minute. Let's see if anything pops out here. If not, we'll just pull from, there we go. So I'll put that there, and I'm going to grab one from my very own oracle deck. And you can get information on this oracle deck if you head down into the description below. There's a link to sign up, and I'll be sharing updates as soon as these are ready to go live. So, oh, that one wanted to come out. Okay. Let's see what you have here for your final card. Faraway places, get ready for new horizons. And I love this for your last card because it tells me that you're going to end up in a place that you don't recognize, but in such a good way. And then strike once again. That's such a great little card to kind of pair that with, because we're talking about, I mean, you've got 2 pages, and pages are all about new adventure. So you're definitely heading off onto a new adventure after all of this heavy heartbreak has been settled. I see peace, and I see you going, and the faraway places isn't necessarily travel, although you could be traveling, but new horizons and faraway places to me in this context feels like it's going to take you to a place that you never thought possible in the best way. You're going to look back on this time, and you're going to be a different person, and you're going to be stronger, and you're going to be more fulfilled, and you're going to have people around you that care for you and support you and love you and respect you and value you and all those good things. You're going to have more peace, and you're going to have the world at your fingertips, essentially. And that's the new horizons, is that the new horizons are something that you could have never expected to happen. You know, all of these blessings and wonderful things that you truly deserve are going to become your reality. And strike once again is just a little reminder for you to don't give up, and, you know, take this time to process the feelings and to work through the feelings as best you can, and to not let it hold you back from these beautiful things that are waiting for you. And to strike once again, do not be afraid to love again. Do not be afraid of the heartbreak, because there's no way to avoid disappointment, heartbreak, you know, all those things that we don't want to experience. It's part of the human experience, unfortunately. So don't be afraid to let people into your life. Don't be afraid to keep going, to try again, and to experience all of the beauty that is waiting for you, my friends. So pile 3, this was your reading. I hope it resonated with you in some way. If it did, please like the video and subscribe to my channel for future videos I upload here, or to get notified of future videos I upload here. And we'll see you in your next reading. Bye, pile 3.